The Pod Squad.
The Pod Squad.
The Pod Squad.
The Pod Squad. It's the Pod Squad. The Pod Squad.
Yay, we got the kitties back. Sorry about that. Let me close this out. There we go. Okay. All right, well.
Kitties in the house.
Not exactly.
Well,
Not
I
exactly.
actually have a cat in my house, so I don't know if that's.
Okay, I think we got everything. I got my tea, got my my chai tea, my Paris cafe candle going.
Very nice.
Yes, I'm setting myself up here. Not only that, but I got a half a concha.
Oh, you got quite a spread there.
There's only a half left. So that will be my breakfast. How you guys doing?
Good. Did you hit record?
It's been a busy weekend.
Really? Oh, nice.
Yeah, we went. Me and a friend from work went to Friedrich Wilderness Park yesterday.
I love that park.
I've never been there before, and it was nice, except it was extremely foggy, and you couldn't see very far.
Really?
But it was a good workout. Yeah.
Did you get to the top of the hill, whatever? I don't want to call it a mountain because it's not a mountain.
They have a number of trails, and we took one that seemed to be going in circles upwards, but eventually we got to where it turned around and started going back down. So I'm not sure because again it was so foggy, you couldn't see very far, and it was slippery. So we had to be very careful where we were stepping because those rocks were very slippery. When
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is a little treacherous depending on the trail that you pick.
Yeah.
There's one that's like really steep. I've been up that one, which is really nice because not a lot of people like take that one. But yeah, if you'll know when you're at the top because you'll see the city, around. But if it was that foggy, wow.
Yeah, well, it was really foggy. Yeah, it was really bad. It was funny because we're trying to clamber up these rocks and we're being really careful, and here comes this like 70-year-old dude just jogging through. We'll move out of the way, and he just took off. And
He left.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah, we're just in the way.
What the rest of you do on Saturday?
Schoolwork.
Yeah.
Still not through with it.
Work. Yeah.
Same here, work.
I did all my I caught up on everything last Thursday, I think, because I know that spring break is coming around, and I didn't want to like get caught off guard or anything.
Yeah.
And the kids have a performance to do, like a monologue that they have to work on. So I was like, I need to devote all my attention to these kids and get them prepared for that. And so it's like I can't be worrying about grades or parents calling about, why we can't get on or what's going on or whatever. It's like, let's get this all out of the way. So I did nothing yesterday other than Pod Squad stuff. Oh,
What kind of monologue do they have to do? Like
they have
Godfather or
to.
something?
Well, they have to pick something. I just I have some on file, but because I have like such a bigger group this year, Even though, we're in quarantine, whatever, like this, not all the kids are back yet, but the group is growing, and the class just in general is kind of big. So I had to look up a bunch of monologues just online. I got a bunch of movie ones that I thought were interesting and like,
Wow.
that they could work with. I didn't want to get anything too
A Streetcar
adult.
Named Desire, Stella.
Exactly. So, but they're working on memorizing, and this week we're gonna work on like the actual acting. So,
How old are these kids?
they're 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. Yeah.
Middle
6th
schoolers.
graders I'm like shocked. The 6th graders all are getting their stuff memorized. Like, how are y'all doing that? 7th and 8th, it's not even close. But they're pretty good. Yeah. What about you, Mike? What'd you do?
I did some did some work driving, find a little side. Well, I guess it's that.
Was it for a concert or something, or?
No, I guess if your main job isn't panning out these days, your side hustle is your main hustle. So maybe call it just driving. They're driving a big, giant blue Hummer limo around town last night. Taxi party. Yeah.
And was it like busy all day, or were you just like with one client?
No, that was the evening. During the day, I did another.
Oh,
that one started.
I'm surprised that they would be like actually working.
Well, we wear our mask, and those limos all have privacy divider windows, so we're required to keep those up so that anybody back.
They can sneeze all they want.
They can wear their mask back there or not. It's up to them, But when I get out to assist, open the door, help with luggage, I always make sure I have my mask on.
And then spray the entire cabin with Lysol, right?
That's what I like about this outfit I'm working with. They're real careful. They clean their cars real good. So, but driving around last night, looking at all the nightlife downtown and different parts of the city, you would think, man. So what are we doing now? Just pretending there's not a virus? So
wow.
Is that how it works? There were a lot of people out.
Spring break's coming up too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm afraid of. Yeah. Those college and high school kids, run off to wherever. That's what I'm afraid of.
People are getting shots too that think they're totally immune
that they're
now.
Safe. Yeah. You, Jose, anything exciting? No? Like me, just stayed home.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been keeping up with that. It's called WandaVision on Disney Plus.
Oh.
You guys know about that?
Yeah, I finally saw it. It's good.
It's a pretty good show. Yeah, if you're into those Marvel movies and all that, it's a good show.
It looks really good, but I don't have Disney. Yeah, that's okay. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. I think they have a pretty good monopoly over every entertainment industry. So
pretty much.
They don't need me. That's okay. That's okay.
But they'll be buying us out pretty soon, so we'll be wearing Disney Mickey Mouse.
Right. Cross your fingers. That should happen. That should happen.
We'd like to thank our sponsors, Disney Plus, for.
No, they don't sponsor us. They don't. Yeah. Would be nice. So, what about you, Susan? Anything interesting?
No, just overwhelmed at work and 2 more classes from a teacher who left.
What?
For a while, but I don't know if she's coming back.
Oh my gosh! Right in the middle of the year, not even midpoint, like 3/4 of the way in. Wow.
Yeah, and now I have the 3 grades, 6, 7, and 8.
Oh, so you have to do extra prep work. Yeah, I remember.
Apparently so. We weren't supposed to, but it's just safe.
Yikes. Well, guys, I have some some really exciting news. I have I showed you all our stickers, which I'm going to be ordering finally some merch, I guess. I don't know if it's gonna, I don't know how we're gonna work it. I don't know, we'll discuss it later, but I got some stickers. And I got us I like what came in yesterday.
Nice.
We got our cards, so you guys are gonna be getting your cards. Got the back side.
Very nice.
Nice. Take a look at it and tell me what y'all think. But yeah, that would be good. We could each have our own. Whatever.
At least for us for now.
Maybe we can get mugs. Those are expensive though.
Yeah.
For a mug? I don't know. Something to think about. Ay. So let's see. Where are we?
That way, when Susan does her reveal, she'll be wearing her Pod Squad shirt.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think Victor.
You're making it way too big.
You know,
I think Victor was part of the conversation. He hadn't logged on yet. We were talking about when Kiss was unmasked.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna have a Susan unmasked episode.
that would be awesome. Wouldn't it be funny? Like we have a Susan, or Susan finally gets rid of the kitties, right? And she's on with her T-shirt, her Pod Squad T-shirt, but she's got a Saya wig on.
Yeah. One of those The Masked Singer costumes.
Yeah. Eventually, I think we'll eventually see Susan.
Yeah.
It'll be up to Susan.
That's
No
right.
pressure, Susan. No pressure.
No pressure, but maybe next week. No.
You can get behind or in front of a blank wall like I do. Doesn't have to be fancy.
Okay.
I mean, we've had Mike in his van or truck or whatever.
Yeah, I'm the roving reporter. Right?
Yeah, really.
There you go.
Man on the scene.
The only place I haven't broadcast from is the bathroom. So.
Oh no, we don't want that.
Give it time. Give it time.
TMI.
Izzy Jeans, or what's that guy's name? Izzy Pants.
Izzy Pants.
He was in the tub.
Got to go to the loo. Be right back. No, y'all can come with me.
Oh no. Oh yeah. Okay, well, I guess we should get started. Hi everybody at home. We're the Pod Squad. I'm Belinda, and last time I had my directions backwards, so this is Victor right here. Hopefully it'll work out. This is Mike. That's Susan with the kitties, and then Jose down here.
It's kind of weird because on my screen everybody's across the top.
Yeah.
It doesn't sync up to the place.
Yeah, I thought, okay, well, I think I got it right last time, and everybody was backwards. Like, oh, darn it. It's all right.
You have to describe us like the announcers in a boxing match in the blue shorts.
Yeah. And the red corner.
Coming out from San Antonio, Texas.
Yeah.
So this is episode 12, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah, we're getting up there, guys.
Doesn't.
You know, we're like, hey, you folks at home, we're 2 people away from hitting 200 on Facebook. Please get us 2 more people.
It's
Share
1 now.
What?
It's 1 now. You got a new one.
We got it updated and I didn't even see it. Oh my gosh. Yes. One more.
199.
Okay. Tell you what, the 200th person to get on, I will send one of our first Pod Squad stickers to you.
Ooh. Yes.
Yes. Next person to get on.
I'll post that.
Post that, yeah. We're gonna put that on there. But we also need you all to go to our YouTube page. Get on there and subscribe. We can't do a lot more until we get more subscribers to the YouTube page. I love that y'all are on Facebook. You're following us there. You're following us on Twitter and Instagram, some of you all. But yeah, we need the majority of our subscribers to be hitting that button on YouTube. So if you can, get on there and do that. Wouldn't that be cool if we reached like 200 there?
Yeah, absolutely. How many do we have?
On our way to 1,000.
Yes.
Pretty good. All right. So let's see. What do we have? Our topic today is going to be movies that were made into TV shows and TV shows that were made into movies, which I think there's a lot more of those, TV to movie than film to TV. But we're going to talk about that. We'll have our close encounters of the celebrity kind. Today is a mystery pick by Mike. He'll be sharing one of his thousands of stories. We'll also have our regular In Memoriam segment and our new birthday segment. We'll do our little quick pick, and then that's our show. So I do want to thank all of y'all for getting on and for sharing and for liking. And yeah, if y'all could just please subscribe to YouTube, that would be great. All right. Who wants to start us off with Mike had not Mike, Jose had a humongous list of shows that he sent us. He found a list. I added to mine, but Jose, I guess since you started the list, why don't you tell us about, I don't know, what your favorite ones are, or just tell us about some of these.
I found a list of I made up a list of I don't know, 30 maybe shows that became movies. But I decided to pick just a few that I thought were pretty good, or some of my favorites. And one of the ones at the top of the list is Star Trek, which was a TV show, lasted for a little while. And actually, when you read about the show, it really only lasted, a couple seasons, 2 or 3 seasons, I think it was. And a lot of people, I forgot about it, but it wasn't until the movies came out that people really latched onto it. And for me, the second Star Trek is my favorite one, because it even connects to one of the episodes in the TV show. Starsky and Hutch, there was a reboot a few years ago with Ben Stiller that I liked, and Owen Wilson. Kind of made it more of a comedy than the detective show it used to be.
Was that good? Because I didn't see that.
If you like Ben Stiller and those type of silly movies, I thought it was pretty good. It was funny. They kind of make fun of 70s culture too. He's running on the beach and he's got these big giant headphones, like they had back in the day. And, they're jumping over the car. Dragnet's another one I like too.
Yeah, they did the same thing. They kind of put a comedic twist on it.
And that one had Tom Hanks and who's the other guy?
Dan Aykroyd.
Dan
Aykroyd, right? That was a pretty good one. So that one was another one. Saturday Night Live had some characters, so I guess this would be technically TV to movies. So Blues Brothers, one of my favorite comedies of all time. Started out on TV and then made it to the big screen. Wayne's World, Night at the Roxbury, those are all SNL TV characters that they made movies out of. The Twilight Zone, they made a Twilight Zone movie out of it. The Lone Ranger, which a lot of people didn't like the last Lone Ranger movie that came out, but I liked it. That was pretty good.
I didn't think it was that. I don't know.
I liked it. I thought it was okay. I know
it was okay.
But
it was just kind of strange. I don't know.
I like strange movies. The Addams Family, the first one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The Fugitive, that one was pretty good. Never even heard of the show until the movie. And then The Incredible Hulk. I know it's a comic book, but it was a TV show, and I used to cry at the end of that show because I was a little kid, and I always felt bad for Bruce Banner. You know, he's hitchhiking, and they play that little piano thing. And he's walking all alone with his little backpack, you know, down the highway.
Who was lonelier back then? The Kane from Kung Fu, or
that was the other one too.
Yeah.
Guys wandering around.
Yeah, lonely existence. Poor guys. That was a '70s thing, I guess.
Yeah,
Like
I guess so.
8-year-old kid crying and everything. Like, one day, Hulk, he understood. I don't understand you. But anyway, yeah, those are just a few of the ones.
Those are some good ones.
He took them off.
I took them all. Sorry.
Took all the good ones. Let me get my other list. Hold on.
Rip.
Sorry, I was doing a Belinda where you're only supposed to choose one.
There's mine.
I knew it.
End of show.
I was gonna do a Belinda where you're only supposed to choose one, but then you're like, oh, well,
Yeah, come on.
You always say
50
that.
Let me
later.
run through my list real quick.
I always say 1 or 2, and it always ends up being 5 or 10.
Let's try to keep this to an hour or a little bit.
We try every week. We try. Oh yeah. All right. Well,
sorry. I hope I left some for
I'll
somebody.
let you all go. I'll let you all go next. I'll leave my list to the end.
It's good to have a plan B. It keeps us on our toes. You think you have it all figured out and rehearsed and what you're going to say, and then all that goes out the window. And that's one of the perks of going first, though.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, I'll go
Why don't you
second.
tell us your list, or tell us
Mike's next.
Me? Okay. Well, I got to admit, when I was kind of racking my brain trying to talk about the shows or the movies that I was familiar with, and there weren't a lot of them on the list. So I was like, okay. I went back, I checked the list that Jose shared with us, and did some other Google research, and I kind of went along the lines of anything that had a Texas, South Texas, Austin, San Antonio connection, because that's our region. So this first one doesn't fit that category, but the reason it caught my eye or intrigued me because I didn't know. I watched the sitcom. It came out in 1976, Alice. I had no idea it was based on the movie Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore. Now that movie came out in 1974. I was 10 years old, so it was not the kind of movie 10-year-old would watch. So,
right.
But I remember the title. I remember the movie vaguely, but I had no idea it was based on the sitcom was based on that movie until I started doing some research. The movie came out in 1974. The sitcom 76. The other interesting little tidbit of trivia that Vic Tayback, Mel, he was actually in both. He was in the movie and on the sitcom.
Wow.
Linda Lavin, of course, was Alice. So that's one. That one caught my eye because I had no idea. I remember watching the sitcom as a kid and had no idea it was based on a movie or related to the movie.
Was the movie comedy though?
I couldn't tell you.
I'm just wondering.
Not really.
I think it was more of a drama.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then they added "Kiss My Grits," right?
And then another one on the list as I was scrolling through the list was Bad News Bears.
Mm-hmm.
Came out in 1976. It was the movie came out in 76 with Walter Matthau. 1979, 1980, they had a couple of seasons on television. Sports
I don't remember that.
And CBS. And the reason I bring that one up is because it does have a San Antonio connection. The character Kelly Leak, played by Jackie Earl Haley. Some people call him Jack Haley, and that if you do that, you may confuse him with Jack Haley, the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz, or Jack Haley, the former NBA player, played for the Spurs and the Bulls. And
that's true.
Dennis Rodman's buddy back in the day. But we're talking about Jackie Earl Haley. He And as far as I know, he's still a San Antonio resident. I got to meet him the last San Antonio Film Festival. Took a picture with him. Really nice fella. The 2019 Film Festival, because we didn't have one last year. So yeah, he actually took quite a break from acting. Came back in 2006 and made a couple of films, All the King's Men, and then Little Children was also in 2006, and he actually got an Academy Award now. So that's our San Antonio.
Wasn't he also in the it wasn't an animated movie, but it was on a comic book characters.
He was in The Watchmen.
The Watchmen, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, real nice fellow.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then this will be the last one. Well, no, I got two more. From Dusk Till Dawn, Robert Rodriguez movie. He actually
that was on my list. Yep.
He had a couple of seasons on his own network, El Rey Network. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I think it was on for maybe 3 or 4. I think it was 3 seasons. It was. I thought
seasons?
it was really, really well done.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. It's 3 seasons.
Yeah.
14, 15, and 16.
It was a good show.
Yeah, the episodes on Netflix, I think.
So, I haven't seen it on.
Robert Rodriguez. I know he's got his studios in Austin, and he's known as an Austin filmmaker. But a lot of people don't know he's a San Antonio boy.
Yes.
Jefferson
High School.
A large family of I think 11 or 12 brothers and sisters, something like that.
I went to school with his sister. Was also in his movies.
Patricia,
and she has a band now, I think.
Patricia Bond.
Yes.
Yes, I've gone to see her play around town, and yeah, she's been in Sin City. I think her character was Dallas. I think was the name of her character in Sin City in 2005. Which I went to go see her perform at a venue here in town, small club, years ago, 15 years ago maybe, and her folks were there watching the show, so I got to meet Dad. So I met Dad. I've met her brother, Robert's brother, David. I got to check out Patricia, but gosh darn it, I still haven't met up with Robert yet. He's
too busy.
Yeah.
I thought for a second there you were going to start your Close Encounters of the Celebrity Kind.
Oh yeah, well, that would have been a good segue. I should have.
The whole family.
Yeah. And then lastly, Friday Night Lights. Friday Night Lights, 2004 movie. Then 2006 went on for 5 seasons.
And that was based on a book, I think.
Right. And the thing about Friday Night Lights, a lot of these I'm going movies to TV shows. A lot of these TV shows most of them don't live up to the success as a movie, and they're canceled after a season or two. A majority that I was reading about, they didn't enjoy a lot of success, but Friday Night Lights was one that did get some acclaim. Like actually had multiple Emmy nominations, and one of them was for Outstanding Drama Series. So that's my list. With the exception of Alice, they all have a Texas, South Texas, San Antonio, Austin connection. A little local connection. That's a little.
Yeah. So, cool.
That's that. That's that one.
So Jose basically did TV to film, and you did film to TV.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else do you all have? Who wants to go first? Susan, you want to go first?
Sure.
Oh, Susan.
Everything that Jose said.
Everything on his list.
Let's replay it.
Right. No, I Star Trek, I actually enjoyed that newer version too. I know some people that no, but I thought it was pretty well played. They got the characters correct. And I got to almost get everybody in the old Star Trek TV shows autographs. When we went to Comic-Con, that was my goal that time. Except for Leonard Nimoy, of course, and then what's his name?
Doohan?
No, he was in there, but also, what's his name? Captain Kirk.
William
Oh,
Shatner.
Shatner. Yeah.
I can't remember his name. I know he's a diva. So I've heard.
You're not a diva. You're not a diva. We love you. Bill, we love you.
But my goal was try to get all of them, you know. I remember I got 3 at least.
That's good.
Actually, I'm from the Muppets area. And I do remember the movie.
Yes.
Yeah. And they're going down the road. I couldn't sing the song, I'm sorry. So Muppets. What was my other one? Oh, of course, Wonder Woman.
Yep.
Wonder Woman was one of them. You know, it turned to a movie. I do remember seeing the show when I was little. At first, I thought, they're remaking it from Linda Carter? No way. But she did well. You know.
I did like that they gave her a cameo in the last one. I thought that was really good. Yeah.
I
I haven't seen it yet. That's kind of cool. I want to see that now.
You haven't seen it, Susan?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh, you saw it. Oh.
I haven't seen it. I've been too busy sheltering in place and stuff, so I haven't been.
I didn't. It wasn't my favorite movie. I felt like it was all over the place, but I did like seeing Linda Carter.
It dragged a little bit.
I think it was more campy because it was also based in the 80s, so I don't know.
Not even that. It's just I don't know. It just for me like the actions didn't follow. Everything was like just kind of haphazardly thrown together. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's just me.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it either?
I did have a problem. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
What'd you have a problem with, Susan?
Of her flying through clouds, you know?
Oh.
I'm sorry. I don't remember that in the comic books or.
Well, then what use? Then why have an invisible plane if you can fly in the first place?
I don't know.
She couldn't find it.
Find it.
Can't find
I'll
it.
start flying now.
Yeah.
Oh my
If she
God.
can't find it, she can fly herself.
I just thought it weird that she was, you know, lassoing clouds and going everywhere with it. That did. Yeah.
I think in some of the newer like updated or newer versions of the comic book, I believe she is able to fly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean things like that, like I don't know. It was just very confusing to me. Yeah, why they put it together the way they did.
Mm-hmm.
But oh well. I'm sure they got their money's worth.
I guess one more would be the Equalizer. Believe it or not, I do remember watching the TV show with my brother, you know, and it was an Englishman though on the character. So when I heard that, I do love Denzel. I think he's a very good actor. So, how's that gonna work? Okay, he got it. That's good. I think it worked, you know. I don't know about the new show though, because it is. I mean, I don't know.
Queen Latifah?
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but again, it's not on regular TV show. I think it's on one of their plus ones, so can't watch it.
Premium channels, yeah.
Yeah, the ones you have to stream and buy. But
One of those.
I enjoy Equalizer. That's basically it. Jose had the rest of them. So
Yeah.
Sorry.
I have to admit, I like the Untouchables movie, but I've never seen the show, so I don't know how to compare that one. You know.
I forgot to mention that.
That's on your list too.
So you would have taken that one too. But that's really it.
Yeah. That's a good list.
Yeah.
I approve of that one.
Yeah.
You approve it. Okay.
All right.
Next.
What's on your list, Victor?
Do you want me to go? Because we got around 4 minutes.
I didn't even see that. Oh yeah, I did because I turned it off. I forget. Let's take a break. Come back. Okay.
All righty.
We'll be right back. Sorry, I was trying to get a bite of my concha. Where'd Susan go? No. Oh, there she is.
She'll be here soon. There she is.
You're back.
I'm sorry, I got called by a parent. I had to see what they needed. Yeah.
That's okay. You gave me a chance to get a bite of my concha in, so you're good. All right, so who was going next?
Me. I think I'm the last. Well, before you. I'm the.
Oh, okay.
For your extensive list.
I try to be thorough.
I picked two, and fortunately, neither of these have been mentioned so far. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a timeline. First of all, the first one I picked was Lost in Space. So it was a TV series from 1965 to 1968, and I hated it. It's funny because I was doing my research, and there was a movie that came out later in 1998 based on the same characters, and the TV series got more favorable ratings than the movie did. And maybe I haven't seen that movie because I hated the show so much. I didn't want to watch.
Oh, you hated the show?
I could not stand the show. I could not.
I thought you were talking about the movie.
No.
Oh my God, what?
Well, look, I grew up comparing Star Trek to Lost in Space. I mean, are you serious? I mean, the stories were better, the characters were better, the special effects were better in Star Trek. And then I look at Lost in Space, I say, you got to be kidding me. This is like a high school drama production, right? Because it's like, are you serious? The aliens, all that they put a guy in there. Yeah, Danger Will Robinson. That was like every day, and every episode, Dr. Smith would scream his head off, and he'd be afraid of everything, and he would do everything he possibly could to sabotage. And if I was on the ship, I would have put him in an airlock and just shot him out into space, because then they probably would have made it back home. I just golly, I could not stand that show.
Oh my God.
Suspended animation, just put him in a sleeping chamber and be done with it. Yeah.
No,
but Star Trek didn't have a robot.
They didn't need one. That's Spock. Spock was the robot.
Star Trek didn't have Angela Cartwright either. Come on.
No, well, they had Uhura.
Oh my God, that was.
I like both shows.
I just could not stand the show. Now I understand, and that the movie came out in 1998, and it didn't get very good ratings.
I didn't like the movie.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but I understand now there's a Netflix series called Lost in Space,
and that one is awesome.
It's been on for 3 seasons, and I have to admit I haven't seen any of them, but it's got good ratings, so maybe I'll check it out to see. Because I understand they have completely different characters. The Dr. Smith character is now played by a woman, and they just kind of rearranged things. So maybe they rethought it and made it better, I hope, because I just really did not like the show at all.
Well, it's a lot more dramatic. This storyline and the characters have changed a little bit, even though they're basically the same characters. But I guess the character development around them is like a little different.
Yeah.
There's still a robot.
They're still a robot, yes. Although he's a different type of robot. You have to see it. But it is a really good program. But I love the old Lost in Space. I can't believe, I thought you were talking about the movie because the movie sucked.
Oh, look, here comes an alien. It's a guy in a gorilla suit with a fishbowl on his head. I mean, really? That's not my idea of science fiction.
How do you know they don't look like that?
The robot.
It's a family-friendly one.
I used to like to draw the robot. That was one of my favorite things.
Yes, I did too.
I spent hours perfecting my robot drawings.
Did I ever tell you that Will Robinson was like my imaginary friend when I was growing up?
Did not know that.
Obviously.
Yeah, well, Angela Cartwright was a crush. I already,
Yes,
you guys already know
we've
that.
heard about that.
But you know that robot we used in other, and I can't remember the other shows, but he came out as a villain in a different show. That same robot.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And I can't remember the show, but I remember.
No, it wasn't a show. It was a movie. It was
Forbidden
it was
Planet.
one with Leslie Nielsen. Oh my
Well,
God!
no, that was Forbidden Planet, but it
That's
wasn't
it,
the same
that's
robot.
it. Yes.
It wasn't the same robot though. And as a matter of fact,
Robbie
I had that.
Robbie the Robot was another robot of that time.
Robbie the Robot was the one in Forbidden Planet. And the reason I
Yes.
know this is because during the frozen tundra we had a couple of weeks ago, I had to spend the night at my brother's house, and we watched that movie. And I even told him, I said, "Oh yeah, it's the same robot from Lost in Space," and he said, "No, it's not." And sure enough, when Robbie came on, yeah, it's not. It has a kind of a bubble head, but it's not the same.
It's a different robot, but
Yeah.
they're. I don't know. I haven't looked or researched whether the same people made them, but in one of the episodes of Lost in Space, they were both on.
Oh
yeah,
really?
Robbie the Robot. Yeah, they pitted them against each other. I remember that.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
Did one of them have like an evil goatee, like that, like being the
I wouldn't.
An
I
eye
would.
patch, he had an eye patch
an eye patch and a goatee?
Yeah.
and a gold tooth. Gold tooth and a pinky ring.
And they're petting the
You talk with an
cat.
Italian accent. Forget about it. Forget about it.
Yeah, see, that sounds like something I would expect to see on this TV show. Yeah.
It was fun. Oh my God, I can't believe
Like, actually, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm actually enjoying being the only one who doesn't like this show. Remember all these favorable routines? And no, it sucked. It was terrible. No, you can't make me. No.
I mean, as much as I look like that show and Star Trek, I go back and watch them now. Even watching like
Yeah.
60s era, I'm like, oh my God, this is so hokey. You know, even the Star Trek or even old Batman episodes from Adam West series. They're like, oh, but I loved it, man. It was great.
Well, see, that I like the campiness of the Batman, which nobody brought up yet. That was a TV show made a movie, but that was very campy. And the camera angles and the bunk and all the little sound effect stuff, and that was okay. But it just, you know, again, I had to see Star Trek, and then I go over to Lost in Space. I'm like, what? And you know, I'm watching one of these marathons, Star Trek, and next Lost in Space, and click. You know, I can't even watch it. It's almost a painful experience for me to watch the TV show. I'm sorry.
I watched both and I loved both. Obviously, for me personally, Star Trek was a lot more influential in my thinking. But even though I didn't have a imaginary friend from Star Trek, but I mean it like kind of permeated society overall, the way we think about alien life and each other, and I mean it's a very important program. Gene Roddenberry was a genius, but I watched them both. I loved them both. I don't know. I just find it really. I don't know. That's you.
I'm with you, Belinda. We're just gonna have to agree to disagree, Victor.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
'Cause
I'm with Belinda on this one. I love that show.
See, when I watch Star Trek, it's like, yeah, I can, maybe that could happen. But then I watch Lost in Space, I'm like, nah, that's not that's not really going to happen. No. I mean, I'm not a scientist, but.
Yeah,
nah.
and for all our viewers that are way too young to remember the original Lost in Space, you got to go back and look at it. You got to go back and watch it.
No,
Yes.
don't do it.
Just to understand what we're talking about.
Don't do it. You know what? This is a good poll question. Go watch it, and you come and tell us which one of us is correct. Yeah, you're gonna decide. You're gonna be on Team Victor or Team everybody else.
Well, I noticed that Susan and Jose are being numb. They're trying to be neutral. What are they doing here?
I'm not saying anything. I don't want to get kicked out of this pod squad.
Never seen either of it. I never seen the shows or the movies, so I don't.
Well, the show I loathed, but the movie I never saw because I loathed the show.
The movie, you can't. Yeah, the movie wasn't a very good movie.
Yeah,
especially when they started bringing out the animated cartoon characters.
Oh my God.
Now
I will.
But yeah, Victor, you need to watch the new one though.
I will check out the new episodes of the Netflix show. Okay.
I want to look for that too. I haven't seen it.
It's good.
I tried to watch the movie, but then that guy came out from Friends, and I was like, "Well, what is this?" Like,
yes.
Like I hate Friends.
I'm sorry. Everybody loves Joey, but not in that movie. No.
I was like, "Oh my God, it's got Joey in it. Forget it. I hate Friends." Sure.
We're lost in space and we don't know where we're going. Friends in space. Friends in space.
There you go. Pitch that to Netflix.
That's going to be our next project. I'll write the script for that. Friends in space.
So Victor, was there anything else on your list other than that one?
Yes. I'm going to try something with this. I don't know if it's possible. I think there's a button on the bottom that says we can share our screen.
Let me make sure that I have it set for everybody to share, because
mine has a little green button that says share screen. There
you go.
So the other movie I picked was Planet of the Apes, which I know we mentioned it during our meeting, but it wasn't on Jose's list, which surprised me. So I'll give you a little timeline. Back in 1963, a French writer named Pierre Boulez wrote a book called La Planète des Singes. I don't know if I'm saying that right because I'm not French, but basically it translates to Planet of the Apes. So somebody in Hollywood got a hold of the book, gave it to Rod Serling, and he wrote a script for a movie called Planet of the Apes. It came out in 1968. It's considered a sci-fi classic, not like Lost in Space. It's one of my favorites. Got one of the best endings of any movie you'll ever see. It's super awesome. Because it was so awesome, they made a whole bunch of remakes of it, sequels. And I found out through research that all of the sequels had a smaller budget, descending. So they were not as good as the original. But the original was a classic. It's considered a sci-fi classic. And eventually it became a TV show in 1974, I was doing my research, and it was funny because the TV show will say that it's based on the movie, but it isn't really, because even though the characters have the same names, they're not being used the same way. So like Dr. Zaius in the movie is not a doctor in the TV show. You know, they use the same names, but they're totally different characters. So, you know, they're kind of, well, it's not technically based on the movie, but that's what they were going for, obviously. Of course, then it became an animated series in 1975, and both the show and the animated series weren't very good. They didn't last very long, maybe about one season. And this is where I get to my show and tell, and this is pretty hilarious. Whenever there's something successful, somebody has to come along and try to exploit their success. So there's a movie, it's called Playmate of the Apes. It came out.
We're not getting into porn, are we?
No, well, no, I don't think it was. I'm just going to show you the cover of the, because it's so ridiculous. It's called Playmate of the Apes. It came out in 2002, and I'm now going to try to show you this. This is just hysterical. Let me see if I can get over where the button is. Okay. Desktop, yes. And share. I'll zoom to share your screen. Again, I never tried this before. It's, oh my goodness.
It gives you, does it show you different screens on there?
It's showing me a bunch of other screens that they want me to click on before I actually show it.
Look for the one that has your thing already set up.
General?
No.
Location services, contracts, photos, camera. Camera? No, that would be me.
You built up the suspense, Victor. You got to know. It's got.
Again, I told you I never tried this before, so
if it doesn't work, it's starting to remind me of Geraldo busting into Al Capone's vault.
Yeah, I know.
Come on, let's do it.
So is it giving you like you have to approve of it type thing? Is that what it's doing?
No, it's making me jump through a bunch of hoops. Safari, whiteboard, phone. It has desktop, which is where I'm at, and I'm gonna try one more time. If it doesn't work, I won't. Anyway, it's basically a woman, trying to look sexy, but she's got a monkey face on.
There you go. Well, we're gonna have to look it up.
Yeah, you're gonna have to look it up because it's absolutely hysterical.
There it is.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there it is. See, this is why it's
terrible. Oh my God. Put that away, Jose. Put it away.
Jose, since you're doing that, can you look up the Budgie album cover? It always reminded me of the Planet of the Apes when they were on the horses with their guns.
I'm going to have nightmares. Oh my God.
The cover? What's the album?
Can you cut him, Belinda, cut him.
Can you blur out the ape, genitalia?
That was just too funny.
Mute, Victor, mute.
Jose.
I think I found it. Is it this one?
Yeah. Doesn't that remind you of Planet of the Apes with bird heads?
Yes.
Instead of ape heads?
Similar to that. Yeah.
It's like,
kind of right.
Yeah, that's it. It always reminds me, okay, whoever designed that Albert cover stole that from Planet of the Apes.
See, this is why it's good to be part of a team, because we all thank you for helping me out there with that.
Yeah. Good save, Jose. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Oh my God.
I think that was worth waiting for. I was just hysterical when I saw that. I said, "Oh my God, that's just."
That the suspense was building there. We all wanted to see it. That's great.
And now we're all sorry we saw that.
Yeah, we all wanted to see it. Now we all wish we wouldn't have seen
it. In my head, I was thinking Playboy, Playmates. That's why I was like, where are we going? Where are we going with this? No. I don't think we need to.
I had to crop out actually some of the other rest of the cover. So.
That was too funny.
My God.
But those are the two that I chose to talk about.
Okay. All right. Well.
Cool. You should tell the people at home to cover the kids' eyes just to like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever you say that, you might as well tell them pay attention. Pay attention to this part.
So I took Jose's humongous list and I added a ton of like another half to it. Yeah, I get a little out of hand. I go down to these little rabbit holes or worm holes or whatever you want to call them. But hey, so I agree with y'all with Star Trek. I never saw the Starsky and Hutch one. Nobody has mentioned Mission Impossible, but I haven't seen them anyway. Muppets, I agree with. I don't know if anybody mentioned Addams Family.
Yeah, so did.
Okay. That one was good. Of course, there were other kind of iffy things like 21 Jump Street, A-Team, Miami Vice. Sex and the City, I really wasn't into. But my okay, well, I'm gonna leave my top two till the end. And I think we already mentioned one of these, but anyway. Nobody mentioned Transformers, but I haven't seen them. I saw the movie, but I never saw the cartoon. Nobody mentioned The Simpsons, which was awesome. Nobody mentioned Charlie's Angels, which I thought was pretty good. Nobody, or did somebody mention The Twilight Zone?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah,
okay. That was awesome. Untouchables, which I never saw the movie or the program. And by the way, these are all TV show to movies.
You never saw the movie?
Nobody mentioned South Park, which I was not into anyway. So, there was a Police Squad. That was pretty good. Let's see. We mentioned The Lone Ranger and Incredible Hulk, Wonder Woman. Nobody mentioned Superman, which actually the TV program started way back, like in the 50s. And then they, went to cartoon series and then later movies. Obviously, I love the original, Christopher Reeve movie. I have not seen the other ones, but I imagine they're pretty good because I hear good things about them. Nobody's mentioned Scooby-Doo, which I thought was a lot of fun. SpongeBob SquarePants, I'm not into that one. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I thought was a lot of fun. That was back like in the 90s, I think. I have never seen the Tom and Jerry movie, but cartoons were actually very good, very funny. The Fugitive, we mentioned that. Nobody's mentioned Maverick. Nobody has mentioned The Man from U.N.C.L.E. I have not seen either one of those movies, although I used to watch both programs. Nobody mentioned Get Smart, which I thought was hilarious. That one was a good one. Steve Carell is just hysterical.
Funny man.
Yeah.
Check that one out.
Dukes of Hazzard, nobody has mentioned, but I did not see that movie. I did used to watch the TV program when I was small. The Flintstones was, it was okay. Movie was okay. The program was good, but didn't see the real life people movie. Wild Wild West, I did not watch the movie, although I loved the program. Brady Bunch, okay. Equalizer, we mentioned. Nobody's mentioned Entourage, which I did not see either. Dragnet was pretty good. Chips, I did not watch either one, so I can't really tell you. I Spy, I have not watched the movie. The program was pretty good. Masters of the Universe, nobody mentioned. I didn't watch either one. Never watched Jackass, never watched Borat, thought they were dumb, so I'm going to skip that. G.I. Joe, never watched that one either, although the movie looked pretty good, but I did not watch it. We've already spoken plenty about Lost in Space. Mentioned all the SNL characters, the Saturday Night Live characters. And so now we're going to get to my section of the list. I did put Batman on my list. I also put Sheena, Queen of the Jungle, which was a cartoon and then made into a movie. Veronica Mars was a program made into a movie, but I haven't watched a movie yet. Shaft, really? Was that on there? I'm going to scratch that one because I'm not sure about that. Dark Shadows. I used to love watching that soap opera because it was so gothic and dark.
I did too.
Movie was a little, that one was pretty campy, but it was okay.
The one with Johnny Depp?
Yeah. George of the Jungle was hilarious. I like that one. That was a cartoon on TV, and then they turned it into a movie. Fantasy Island. I did not see the movie because I was afraid I was going to be wasting my money. But I don't know. Is it any good? Have any of y'all seen that one?
Not the movie.
The movie.
No,
Show,
not the
yeah.
movie.
Like
Nobody did. Everybody was afraid. Okay. Fat Albert was really good. That was a cartoon and turned into a movie with what is his name? Keenan Thompson. That was really good. The Firefly series then had a movie after it was canceled. They had a movie called Serenity. And the first time I saw the movie before I saw the program, I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. This should be a TV program. Hello, it was a TV program prior to that. So those were both really good.
We changed the name on you.
Yeah. Mr. Bean, British comedy program, was just hysterical. The movie pretty much just took, like, kind of mashed a bunch of scenes from the program together. I mean, it was good, but it really, if you had seen the program, you probably already know everything that happens in the movie. The movie's just called Bean.
It's like a bunch of sketches.
Yeah. Inspector Gadget. I did not get to see the movie, but I remember it coming out. I think that was Matthew Broderick in that one. Land of the Lost. I did not get to see the movie. I used to love watching it was a Saturday morning program. But I did not see the movie on that one. Rocky and Bullwinkle Show actually made a movie with, I want to say, Robert De Niro in it, which I thought was,
yes, he did.
Right? Yeah, he was in it. I think he helped produce it or something, which I thought was a very odd.
Well, whenever I see a really good actor in a movie like that, I said they're just getting a paycheck so they can work on some project they're working on.
So I didn't watch it, so I don't know what it was like.
I just saw the previews and said, no, that's not for me.
and then I think they had a Boris and Natasha one later. I think, I'm not sure. And then Dora the Explorer and the Lost City of Gold was another one, but I did not see that one. Those were all TV shows that became movies. Now, film to TV. Some really good ones are Fargo. It's an excellent film, excellent program. MASH. Nobody has mentioned MASH. That one was really, really good. That lasted forever on TV. In the Heat of the Night was excellent. Also a movie prior to being a program. Then we have Psycho, they did Bates Motel with I can't remember his name right now. The guy that's on The Good Doctor. He was Norman Bates in the program. But there have been lots of movies, but they took the characters and they made Bates Motel prior to the mom dying.
The prequel.
Yeah, the prequel. Thank you. I couldn't think of the word. Somebody did say From Dusk Till Dawn. Then there's also Karate Kid, movie to now series on Netflix, which is pretty good. I just started watching that one. It's good. I'm a little late to that one, but it was good. The Librarian, which was actually a TV movie and then became a TV series called The Librarians, because there was more than one. Although the original Librarian occasionally came on pretty often, actually. There was a Pink Panther movie, which turned into the Pink Panther animated series, which had nothing to do with the movie because the character of Inspector Clouseau was on there, but there was not really a Pink Panther. There was a little animated Pink Panther, like in the opening sequence or something, but it was not like the Pink Panther was actually a diamond. So, yeah. but they turned it into a TV program or a cartoon series. La Femme Nikita had Nikita the series. There's also Hannibal, which came from Silence of the Lambs. Can't believe nobody has said that one. There was a Private Benjamin TV program, which originated from the movie. Teen Wolf. Another one, yep. Westworld, same thing. Yep. And then I'm gonna throw in some really crazy ones. So if any of you all remember in the 70s, those of you that were around in the 70s, if you remember a program called McCloud about a detective who rode around the cities of New York, like on a cowboy.
Dennis Weaver, right?
Dennis Weaver, exactly. Yes.
Mustache, yeah.
Yes. Dressed up as a cowboy.
On the robot.
No. He was not evil, though. No, he was not evil. He was the good guy. That actually came from a movie called Coogan's Bluff.
Oh,
so
I did not know that.
It's a little trivia for you. Yeah, Coogan's Bluff. The movie had Eastwood as McCloud. What was another one? I had another one. Another one which I was shocked about was if any of you remember Mr. Belvedere.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed watching that one. I would watch it all the time.
I remember the TV show.
Show actually came from a 1948 movie called Sitting Pretty.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Where an Englishman, comes and he becomes this Manny, for a baby or whatever. And I was like, what?
You say it was based on a 1940s film? Is that correct?
Yeah.
I always thought that they got that character from Mr. French from All in the Family. Do y'all remember that?
Oh.
Didn't they have
Mr. French was no, it wasn't All in the Family. It was
Family Affair.
Family Affair. There you go. Yeah.
That's it.
No, it was actually a film called Sitting Pretty. So I was kind of shocked about that one, but that's pretty cool. So let's see. Oh, and then The Dead Zone, one of my all-time favorite movies, had a TV program based on that. The film had Christopher Walken, one of my all-time favorite actors.
One of your favorite actors.
Yes. And the TV program had Michael C. Hall. Yeah, I would think it was Michael C. Hall. In the lead role. But my favorite ones, which nobody has said, let's see, which I had two of them. I had.
We didn't know the save from Jose.
Huh?
Where is it?
What's that?
No, you saved me. I said she's looking for something. You need to save.
Another safety net, another rescue team.
Oh, yes, I remember now. Because I forgot the name. I don't know how I forgot it. But my two favorite ones were TV to film X-Files.
Mm-hmm.
Film to TV Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Really? I didn't know that was a movie first.
Oh, yeah.
It had Paul Rubens in it.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Have you heard him? He plays a vampire.
I thought that was an episode of the TV show. That was a movie?
That was a movie.
Ah.
Christy Swanson was the Buffy.
Yes.
She was the original.
And Rutger Hauer or something was the main guy.
Rutger Hauer, and then the guy.
What's his name that passed away?
Yeah. The guy from 90210. What's his name?
Oh, he played Dylan. Was his name in the show?
Yeah. That guy. I can't remember his name right now.
Perry. There you go, Luke Perry.
Yes, yes. Thank you. His name was escaping me for a second. Okay, yeah, Luke Perry. They were in the movie. It was a good movie. It was hysterical. But obviously the program was, I to me it was, that was like, oh, I lived to watch that every week. So that was good. That was good. So I went through all of Jose's list and all of mine list, and I gave you my top 2, which I probably would have saved a lot of time had I just given you my top 2, but then we wouldn't have been able to discuss anything else. So.
I was going to say, where's page 2? Where's this?
And I missed Pee-wee's Big Adventure and his TV show.
Yeah.
And that has a Texas connection.
And that's a San Antonio. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how that one missed. I missed that one.
I didn't think about it either till you're just mentioning it now.
And then the other, you mentioned the Brady Bunch movie, but one thing I found out when she passed, Ann B. Davis was a Bernie resident. Did y'all know that?
I think I heard something. I didn't know until after she had passed. They had something online about that. It was like, and everybody was very
Bernie, which for those who don't know is a small town right outside of San Antonio here. But I was surprised to find out she was a Bernie resident.
You got about 4 minutes on the timer thing.
I see. But that was our lists. You guys at home, what do y'all agree with? What do y'all disagree with? What do y'all think about Lost in Space?
The robot was a great actor, one of my favorites. The robot played a great robot.
You know it's a problem when the animated characters are the best actors on the show.
Oh, please. Oh my gosh. Anyway.
Well, we have a minute. You mentioned Fantasy Island. My dad used to get compared to Ricardo Montalban. He thought he resembled him. And then a lot of people think that I look a lot like my dad. So what do you think? Ricardo, no? Give it a few. Maybe.
You have any Corinthian leather?
Corinthian leather.
Work on my accent a little bit.
I think that might help.
You drive a Chrysler Cordova.
That was also a movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I didn't get to see it. I don't know if it was any good.
I wouldn't see it because it was an insult.
Because it was an insult.
Supposed to be kind of
horror movie. Yeah, it was a horror movie. It was an Make Your Life.
Yeah. Turn everything into kind of a campy horror, but I actually enjoy watching her movies. I don't know.
I know, but it wouldn't. The show was about making your
dreams come true and making your life better, and oh well.
I wasn't to kill somebody.
Yeah, but I mean, so many of these other programs were changed around as well, like the Starsky and Hutch, 21 Jump Street. They
I didn't see those.
They turn them into comedies. I'm like, what? That has nothing to do with the original program. So, I mean, people, I guess, will watch them.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
We're under a minute.
So we're going to take a break, guys. If y'all need to take a pee break or a tea break, a guancha break, let's do that now, and then we'll be right back. Here's my favorite piece right there. Favorite part of the guancha.
Yummy. You put me in the mood for coffee too. It's a good day for it. Usually I drink just Monsters.
Really? Oh no, I don't think
That's my coffee. That's my coffee.
That's your coffee?
That's my coffee.
I had an energy drink last night for the first time in a long time. A Red Bull.
A Red Bull? I love coffee. Coffee does not love me anymore, though, which is sad because that's why I have the candle because I can at least smell it. But yeah, it's been a long time since I've had a good cup of coffee. I'll have one every once in a while, but I can't get through the whole thing.
I drink gallons of it. Look at the size of this mug.
That's great.
Yeah, that's like half the pot right there.
See, I can drink coffee, but I drink it at weird times. I'll drink it at night. I'll drink it after a meal or something, but not in the morning. I just need something sweet in the morning. So, and I do put a lot of cream and sugar in my coffee. So I just have a sweet tooth.
Yeah, I used to drink it like any hour, but and the weird thing was that it wouldn't make me like stay awake at night.
Yeah, me neither.
That's a problem.
I would have it before bedtime and I'd sleep like a baby. I don't know.
I don't know. It's just different people's physiology, I guess. Okay, I think Jose's still on his pee break, so let me go throw this stuff away real quick.
So no Lost in Space, huh? Okay.
Afraid not. No, not my thing.
What was the older sister's name in the show? Or you didn't watch it, so you don't know.
Well, I knew who the characters were, but I can't remember. I think
it was Judy.
Spending a lot of time.
Judy, yeah.
Yeah.
And her and the other guy had a relationship.
Don and Judy.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Don West.
Mark.
It was Don West, and the family were the Robinsons.
Yeah. Mark Goddard, I think. What's his name?
Maureen, John, Will, Penny, and Judy were all Robinsons. And then Don West, and then Dr. Zachary Smith.
Yeah. That's right.
See, I remember that. It's like ingrained in my brain.
But can you still draw the robot from memory?
I might still be able to. I think so.
I used to do that, man.
You draw like the little barrel, which is the middle part, and then all the little
hands with the little
ring. I don't know what to call them, rings or whatever. Like
Slinky
it kind of looked like the Michelin Man. Very similar to that.
You know how y'all brought up the Addams Family and that scene where they make Wednesday go in the little house and watch the Sound of Music? You know how painful that is for her? Y'all know what I'm talking about? That's me with Lost in Space. It's like,
you sad man.
Don't make me watch it. No.
Oh well.
I don't know, like the same studio but a lot of those shows, it seemed like obviously the robot was used in different shows, but even some of the props. I was like, I've seen that prop before. I can't think of an example, but it's like, they just go to the prop room and just grab that. That's the costume of the week. So, and it'll make several appearances on several different shows. I remember that.
Have you ever seen the pilot? The pilot movie?
No.
It was totally different. It's like, I can't watch this because my mind is like, it was very, I think the new program kind of borrowed stuff from the original pilot movie to use in the program, in the new program. But I was like, it was very confusing. I was like, what is going on? And things were just not. It was just very different. I don't know. I was very confused by it. But there is a pilot movie out there somewhere floating around, and
the pilot movie
show.
Yeah, for the show, for the original show.
For the original Lost in Space?
Mm-hmm.
For the original TV show or movie?
Yep. For the original TV show.
TV show. Okay.
It's like a 2-hour pilot movie, and it was I was totally confused. I just couldn't wrap my head around it. It had the same characters and everything, but it was just the way they were explaining everything, because they were showing like when they sign on to, like,
when they boarded the ship.
Yeah. And I was like, what's going on? I don't know. I got confused.
It reminds me of Batman when they remade the first Batman movie with what's his name?
Michael Keaton.
Yeah. I remember watching it with my son, and he was maybe 5 years old at the time, and that was the Batman he knew, and that was the Batmobile he knew. I got a hold of an old VHS tape one time of the Adam West series, and I tried playing it for him. He wasn't having it. He saw the Batmobile. He goes, "That's not the Batmobile. That's not Batman." He was like looking at me like, "What are you trying to do? Sell me some flea market Chinese knockoff? What is it?" I couldn't get him to watch it. Like 4 minutes in, and he was like, "I'm done. This is not Batman." That's
my gosh.
He didn't. Yeah.
Did y'all see? I posted some pictures of my visit to. They have an exhibit here at SAMA, San Antonio Museum of Art.
I did. That was cool.
It's called Movie Metal.
Heavy metal, or something like that.
Yeah, they have one of the old Batman series cars, and they have one of the newer cars.
Wow!
Like, side by side, it's like, whoa, that very different take on both.
Yeah.
I like that museum. I hope during spring break I get a chance to go over there, because that looked like it was a pretty cool exhibit.
It was pretty good.
Where is this at?
At SAMA, at San Antonio Museum of Art on Jones and Broadway.
Okay.
Is it like an exhibit that you have to pay extra? Because like sometimes they have those where you have to pay extra.
No, but they do have Tuesdays. Tuesdays are free. Thank you to HEB, who has been like, indispensable during our winter storm the past couple weeks. Heroes in my eyes. But so thanks to them, Tuesdays are free for everybody, but only after, I think it's 2:00 or 4:00. I don't remember. Before. So if you go after 4 on Tuesday, you can go in and see the whole museum plus the exhibit. They have some really cool stuff going on the day that I went.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You can spend a whole day in there. It's a cool place.
Oh yeah. Very cool. And then you can take a walk down the Riverwalk, and
that's some really nice restaurants in the back. Really nice. Yeah.
Jose, you and Melinda would probably
I'm writing it down.
Would have a nice romantic outing
on the river.
Yeah.
By the way, before we go on, I just want to give a shout out to Gilbert, because this topic that we're discussing today was suggested by him. He's one of our viewers and one of our subscribers, and thank you, Gilbert, for the idea.
Yes, and, I forgot to mention that. Yes, thank you.
And I just want to give a shout out to him, because obviously this has turned into a lively discussion. So we hope more of our viewers give us some more ideas, because we love talking about this stuff.
I wonder what team Gilbert's on. Is he team Lost in Space or anti-Lost in Space?
That's a good question. I should ask him. I know he's into comic books very much, so I'll have to see what he thinks.
Thank you, Gilbert. And by all means, anybody watching, keep the ideas coming, because we can always use such ideas.
Victor, did you say that Gilbert runs a comic book shop?
He does. He does.
Can you plug it or not?
I would be happy to. I would rather he do it, and I have requested it, and he's mulling it over. He's a little shy, but he runs and he owns and operates a comic book shop called the Dragon's Lair. Now there are two. He only owns one of them. The one he owns is on Fredericksburg Road near the medical center. And there's a little shopping center. There's a Mencius gourmet Chinese place in the same shopping center. And there's a frozen yogurt place in there. But it's right there. And they've actually had to deal with the pandemic and not as many people coming in. So anything I can do to help him, because he obviously helped us. Anybody watching this wants to go by there, and they sell all kinds of stuff, not just comics. I went by there and bought a whole bunch of Christmas gifts for some relatives, because there's like, you can buy a doormat with the Captain America shield on it. You can buy stuff to hang on the wall, just all kinds of stuff. It's a really cool place, and it's worth checking out.
Very nice. Yes, Gilbert, if you're listening, give us a call. We want to be able to talk to you on here. I also wanted to give a shout out to our top fan, Laura, who, I don't know if you all have noticed, but we have designated top fans on our Facebook site. But please make sure that you go and subscribe to us on YouTube. But yeah, Laura has been very diligent about checking us out every day and liking our posts.
We love our subscribers. Thank you.
Yes. So thank you, Laura, too. All right, so we'll continue. Unless anybody else has something to say about
Lost in Space.
Lost in Space. How great it is.
No, I think we're done with that. We're done.
Don't get me started. I can do a whole show on that.
We'll save that for a rainy day. I guess we're gonna throw it over to Mike. He's going to tell us about his close encounter of the celebrity kind. So
okay. Well, yesterday I was thinking, okay, which story am I going to tell this time? And I know I shared quite a few with you, but only a couple with the podcast. So if you've heard this already, and if it's been part of the podcast, tell me and I'll switch gears. But a couple of episodes ago, somebody brought up Rob Thomas, and I remember saying, "Oh, I got a story about him," and I said, "Well, I'll save that for another time." So I figured we'll talk about him. Rob Thomas, Max 20. I was working with the promoter. Look, this is back in probably the late 90s, early 2000s. When Matchbox 20 was on the top of the charts, they kind of just barely made the scene. They were a new band, but they had some momentum going, and they were playing Sunken Gardens, and got to meet him. Really nice fella. The thing that I didn't really notice this myself about him, but the promotions director, my buddy, kept saying, "Oh man, he's nervous, shake on it." So he was over there leaning against the wall, just chain smoking cigarettes right before he's getting ready to hit the stage. And I thought that was kind of like, well, what's he so nervous about? Everybody loves him. The crowd came to see him and his band, And he put on a great show, and the more personal interaction. A lot of bands have what's called meet and greet, and my ex's daughter was a big fan. She was about, I don't know, maybe 15 at the most at the time, and she just loved Rob Thomas. And I didn't get a chance to take her back to the meet and greet. If they even had one, they don't always have one. Either I was too busy working backstage or doing something, I wasn't able to escort her back or get her to meet him, which I wanted to do because I knew how big of a fan she was. So part of my job back then was to transport the groups to their hotels and work on their scheduling and itinerary. So I knew what hotel they were staying at. I knew what time they were leaving the next day to go to hit the road. I don't remember if they were getting on a plane or a tour bus or what, but I was privy to all that information. So what I did was the next day I called my girlfriend at the time and say, "Hey, can I take Erica, the 15-year-old, out of school?" And I made up some white lie that she had a dentist appointment. And I pulled her out of school, drove her downtown to the La Mansión is where they were staying on College Street. It's where Matchbox 20 was staying. And when I pulled out of school, she's looking at me like, "What are you doing? I don't have a." She was used to go to the dentist a lot because she had braces. She goes, "I don't have a dentist appointment. What are you doing?" I go, "Just come on, get in the car." And I drove her downtown. Sure enough, like clockwork, they come out to get into their prearranged transportation. Right on time. Here comes the band, Rob Thomas. Very few people were there. Some people recognized him, taking pictures, autographs. So I was able to get her an autograph, a picture. He was really nice, really gracious. He even said, "Oh, thanks for bringing it." He remembered me from the day before. He knew I was working. I worked for the promoter at the time. He goes, "Yeah, it was nice of you to bring her down here." You know, I don't think his head security, big bald-headed bouncer type guy, appreciated it. He kind of gave me one of those looks like, "We're busy, man. We got to go, and here you are." But it was one of those things where, okay, she got to meet him, she got her picture, put her back in the car, drove her back to school, all within like an hour. And like,
wow.
This was before social media, so obviously, if we would have had Instagram and Facebook back then, those pictures would have been all over the place. But she put that picture in a frame, and it was in the living room for a long time, for years. So she was real happy about it. But no, she did not have a dentist appointment. I pulled her out of school to go meet Rob Thomas and get a quick picture and take her right back to school. And
so not only was it a brush with greatness, it was the dad of the year moment too.
Yeah, it's one of those things I wanted to do for her, and he couldn't have been nicer about it. He was a real down to earth, real nice guy. So Rob, thank you.
Awesome.
So did she go straight back to school and brag to everybody, or?
I don't know what she did. Probably she was just like dumbfounded. She was like, she couldn't believe that she was actually, and I could tell she was a little like embarrassed. It even came upon like shy, like here's her crush, her idol, whatever, and I'm just like thrusting her upon him. Here, take a picture. she was just overwhelmed, and I could see it in her face, even in the photographs. Like,
that's cool.
She was a little uptight, but yeah, it's a fond memory for me. I'm sure it is for her too. And like I said, thanks, Rob. You're great. Appreciate it. So,
that's cool.
My Rob Thomas story.
Very nice.
Yeah. I was racking my brain, and I kept going through some other stories that I had. Like, no, that one has debauchery. No, that one has this. No, that gotta keep it positive. So that was one of the ones I thought of. That one had a positive into it. So yeah, that's my brush with celebrity for the week.
Awesome. That's a great story.
Thanks.
Woo. All right, so I don't know if we can live up to that story, but let's see who's going to do. We're gonna go ahead and get into the in memoriam, and then the birthdays. So who's gonna do in memoriam? There we go.
All right, so I'm doing the in memoriam. There weren't that many people that passed away, so I guess that's a good thing, right? A good thing in a way. So, and most of these people I didn't kind of know or not really know, but I wrote down some things about each of them, so I'll just talk a little bit about each one. The first one is a gentleman by the name of Johnny Pacheco. He passed away at 85 years of age. And he's considered to be one of the leading architects of salsa music. He was a co-founder of a record company called Fania Records, the 1960s. And they worked with a lot of people. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with them, but artists like Celia Cruz, Hector Lavoe, Willie Colon, Ruben Blades, Ray Barreto, which were some pretty big names in the salsa genre. He was Dominican-born and New York raised, and he studied at Juilliard, and he played several instruments. He was pretty talented, and so he was talented as a musician himself, and then also for being the founder of that one record company called Fania Records. So that's Johnny Pacheco, 85 years of age. We have Prince Marky D. Real name is Mark Morales, and he was a member of a group called the Fat Boys. I don't know if you guys remember the Fat Boys back in the 80s, hip hop rap group. Their debut album came out in 1984, and they had songs like All You Can Eat, Jailhouse Rap, and Can You Feel It, which I don't think I know any of those songs, but I mean, I remember the Fat Boys, and I remember that they were in a movie called The Disorderlies.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a good movie. It was.
Yeah, so I guess they
funny.
were so popular, they gave them their own movie, which is pretty cool. And I don't think they really recorded anything really after that for a while, but some people consider them to be sort of like, like pioneers, I guess, of that genre back in the 80s, because it really wasn't that big in the 80s. It wasn't until the 90s that, gangster rap and all that hit that really blew up. But in the 80s, you had like Run DMC and these other groups that were just kind of starting out in that genre. Yeah. And so Fat Boys was one of those groups that was kind of like a pioneer, trailblazer at that time. The other one, I heard of this guy, but I never heard his music. His name is Carman. That's with an A at the end, not Carmen, but Carman. Who's a Christian musician, singer. He passed away at 65 years of age. His real name was Carmelo Dominic Di Ciardello.
Good job there.
He's Italian, obviously, right? I know it was a mouthful there. I was practicing all last night to make sure I got the name right.
You did a better job than I did with this French author.
He's originally from New Jersey. He won 7 Dove Awards, which are sort of like Christian Grammys, I guess. Nominated for 4 Grammys, actual Grammys. He was named Billboard's Contemporary Christian Artist of the Year. Sold more than 10 million records. And one of his biggest hits was called Satan, Bite the Dust. Yeah, and actually, I looked up some of his music videos. I don't know if you guys have ever seen them, but they're real campy. They're real funny, and because he was real popular in the 90s, so it has some like real funky like 90s special effects. And they say he was a real big showman. A lot of people liked him because he was a showman. He would come out and he was almost like rapping in the songs that I was from the ones I was watching. They also say that he's the largest Christian artist or to hold one of the largest Christian concerts, I think it is, in history, which was here in Texas. They say that there were about close to 71,000 people that were there at his concert. So they say he holds a record for one of the largest Christian-based concerts or something like that. And the last one that I have here is Martha Stewart. Passed away. But not the one you guys think about.
No.
What? I said, wait.
I threw that in there.
Or Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
I was going to wait to see if you guys caught that, but it's not the one that you guys think. It's another Martha Stewart. In fact, her daughter called her the original Martha Stewart. So she was an actress who starred in movies with Humphrey Bogart, Joan Crawford, Carmen Miranda, Perry Como, Henry Fonda, Donald O'Connor, Dinah Shore. So she did a lot of movies during the 40s, 50s, and 60s. She was also a singer, but a lot of people kind of forgot about her, I guess. And the other Martha Stewart kind of stole her thunder, I guess. She was 98 years old.
Wow.
That's it. Yeah, I was gonna throw that one in there as a kind of a curveball. See if you guys figure out. Like what?
What? That was a good one. It was for a loop.
Yeah, you had me going. I was already feeling bad for Snoop Dogg. Like he must.
Wrong Martha.
Martha.
It's good to know. Still have one.
It was.
Well, so I guess this is the time that we drink a toast to our my cup salt. dirty. We drink a toast to those that have gone before us, and Godspeed to wherever you're going. Rest in peace. I had just enough. My tea just ran out. So let's see. Next is our birthdays.
Me?
There we go.
Okay, so I was looking this up. There's quite a few, because I looked up everybody who had a birthday over the last 2 weeks. Quite a long list. So I had to kind of edit it a little bit, because like, oh yeah, I know him, but he hasn't been in anything for quite a while. So I edited that person out. And also there's a bunch of, I guess they were either designated as a rapper or a YouTube sensation. And they have these weird names like little shoelace and little t-shirt, and I don't know who they are. So, and they don't give me their real name anyway, so I didn't put them in the list. So, these are the people that I've listed. It's still pretty long, but I'll go through it quickly. Matt Groening, Simpsons creator, 67 years old. Gloria Trevi. Yep. Gloria Trevi, a Latin singer, 53. Jane Seymour turned 70. The Weeknd, who did our Super Bowl halftime presentation, he just turned 31. Ice-T, rapper, actor, he's everywhere, 63. I couldn't believe how old some of these people were. Michael Jordan just turned 58. Good age. Ed Sheeran, 30. Billy Joe Armstrong, 49. Joseph Gordon-Levitt just turned 40. I know, right? Vicente Fernandez, 81. Still kicking. Jim Brown, football player, 85. Dr. Dre turned 56. John Travolta, 67. Wow. Vinny Barbarino, you're getting Social Security.
Did you say 67?
67.
Wow.
Yeah. Molly Ringwald, 53. So much for 16, right? Sweet 16 is more like.
He still looks 16. What are you talking about?
53. Yoko Ono turned 88.
Wow.
Vanna White, 64. Looks really good for 64. Smokey Robinson, 81. Cindy Crawford turned 55. Charles Barkley turned 58. Another good age. Abraham Quintanilla Jr., 82.
What?
82. Yeah. Sidney Poitier, 94. And he gets to hold the record for the oldest person on my list. 94, still going strong. Way to go, Sidney. Jordan Peele, 42. Drew Barrymore, 46. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Middle age now. Leah Salonga, Broadway singer, 50. Dr. J, Julius Irving, 71. Wow. I grew up watching him. Oh. Dakota Fanning, 27. I think she's the youngest one on my list. Emily Blunt, 38. Billy Zane, 55. Ric Flair, woo! Sorry, 72. Sean Astin, 50. Michael Bolton, 68. Josh Groban, 40. I didn't know he was that young, actually. And Ja Rule makes the list, and not only because it was his birthday, but because he was born on the 29th. He turned 44, maybe tomorrow. Because there's no 29th this year, so I don't know how that works, but he's 44. And that's my list of all our birthday people.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday to you.
Birthday. So if he's 44 and they have a birthday every 4 years, he's only 11.
Yeah. He's 11 in rapper years.
Yeah.
Hey, so I want to throw in an extra birthday because
Oh yes, I saw that on Facebook. Yes.
yeah, my brother's birthday's today. So happy birthday, Barnaby.
Birthday from the Pod Squad.
I will not say how old he is, but he's younger than me. So. All righty. Very good. That was a long list. I didn't realize there were that many.
It could have been a lot longer too.
Wow. Okay, so let's see. We're going to do our quick pick. Our quick pick would be, if you could, wait, did we do this quick pick last time? If you could turn a TV program or a movie into the other. Did we do this last week? No, okay. So if you could take a TV program and turn it into a movie, or a movie and turn it into a TV program, what would you choose? Obviously, not any of the ones that we've mentioned already.
Oh, well, that's okay.
I got one.
Go for it.
I would turn Quantum Leap into a movie.
That was mine too. Oh.
That's a good one.
I don't know why there hasn't been a Quantum Leap movie.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I love that show.
Yeah. That's just so you know, that's one of my brother's favorite shows. So my birthday brother. So yeah, there you go.
We're on the same wavelength, Mike.
Yeah.
You're thinking the same thing?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I would love to see that turn into a movie.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And of course, Friends in Space too. Leave that one out.
No.
Or lose your friends in space, or lost friends in space. We'll work on it.
Lose the script. That's what.
Oh my goodness.
What about First Cow?
First Cow.
The TV series, First Cow.
First cow in space.
Yeah.
Lost cow in space. Okay. Sorry, I'll stop now.
The utter tragedy.
Okay, quit trying to milk it and just keep going.
Stop milking the cow. Yeah.
Hey, this is.
I get it.
I would pick, and they're probably already doing it, Breaking Bad.
Oh,
that would make a good movie.
I hadn't thought about that. Yeah.
Netflix had kind of a movie, sort of. Did y'all see that one, the El Camino one?
No. Yeah.
It's a movie, but it's based on Jesse, the character Jesse.
Yeah. It was like, it was based on him. It didn't have
it kind of wraps the story up, sort of, but yeah, it only has Walter White for a little bit in the movie. But yeah,
Susan,
like big screen movie maybe would be good.
Susan, what about you?
I don't know.
Don't hurt your brain now.
Seriously, I don't know. I mean, I haven't.
Hadn't really thought about it, huh?
No.
We'll come back to her. Give her a little more time.
They'll eventually become movies, don't they? Somehow. Made for TV movie. I don't know. I'm going to tell you too. I really don't know. I mean,
a popular TV show that would probably be a good movie.
Or a movie that you would like to see a TV program.
Or since you like cats, you can put a cat twist on it. Beverly Hills Cat. What was it? Beverly Hills Chihuahua? Which one was that one?
Yeah, that was the Chihuahua one. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
just
was a cute movie. I like that.
Yeah, Beverly
You're
Hills Cat.
funny.
There you go.
What?
Made a movie of the Broadway show Cats. So
Yeah.
There you
God, no.
So no, can't think of one.
I can't, guys. I don't see them as being movies, so I don't know. Let's see. I haven't. Seriously, no. I'm
You're
gone.
just completely drawing a blank.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I mean, I got into The Office, but I mean, that can't be me made into a movie. It just can't be.
You never know. Maybe.
Good.
I know. Yeah.
All right. The Office is good. So mine would be Legally Blonde.
I thought they did have one.
TV program?
Oh no, it's to the.
They made a
Cute
theater
girl.
production of it. Yeah. It's like on Broadway, but it's not. I don't think it's been made into a TV program.
I don't think so.
But I think that would be hysterical. I'd like to watch that one. Anyway, that was our quick pick. Anything else that we
Unless they make was it Burlington or what's his name?
Bridgerton or what?
Oh,
Yeah.
Bridgerton.
All right, I can't remember.
Did y'all see him on Saturday Night Live?
No.
No, you missed it,
Not-
man. It was good. It was good. I still haven't seen the program yet, and from the way they were describing it on Saturday Night Live, I was like, I don't know if I could watch that in mixed company, but maybe.
No, you can't.
You got less than a minute.
Got less than a minute already? Well, should we just close up then? Because I think that's about it. That's our show. I mean, we've covered everything. We might have to get back on and get back off, or get back off and get back on real quick, but we'll try it out. I guess that's it. That's our show for today. Please make sure that you subscribe on YouTube. The first person who gets us to 200 followers on Facebook will get a sticker, a special sticker, our first sticker ever. And
Collector's item.
Collector's item. There you go. And what else? Just check us out on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. But please go subscribe to us on YouTube. We need the subscriptions and the follows on there. And tell us what you're thinking. Give us suggestions. Chime in on our crazy choices on here, but tell us whether you're pro or darn it, I thought we were gonna make it and we didn't.
Made it. If you talk like that guy from the Micro Machines, remember
We were that close.
They were at the end of a commercial and they read them real fast.
Yes, exactly.
Almost
Victor,
made it.
come on, Victor. All right, so anyway, we were finishing up and we got cut off. Subscribe, like, make sure that you go to YouTube and do that too. And then leave us feedback. Tell us how we're doing. If there's anything that you want to see on here specifically. What else? What else? Anybody else have a shout out or anything to add?
Just gonna give a shout out to the Mars rover. All right, so I wear my NASA shirt for that reason. And too bad Victor's not here because we're gonna talk about the robot. You know, the lost in space.
Not again.
Robot car.
It's a different robot. Different robot.
Robot.
They didn't have a robot in Star Trek. At least not the original series. Was he a robot? I'm trying to remember. An android?
An android. You know.
Data?
Data.
Oh, yeah. Android.
Data.
Yeah.
I mean, because Lost in Space had a robot. Star Wars had R2-D2.
There you go. Yeah.
Star Trek had a Vulcan. I guess that was the closest from the original.
Even what's the name of the other one?
Buck Rogers had that little one that goes mini mini mini.
Oh my God, that thing was annoying.
Mini 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 mini.
No, I was thinking of Battlestar Galactica. Did we mention that one?
Oh no.
I don't think we mentioned Battlestar Galactica was a movie, and we're still talking about movies. Okay. Anyway, they had robots. They had Cylons. So see, Victor, now that you're not here, we're gonna talk about you behind your back. all the successful sci-fi programs had robots in them. There you go.
There you go.
Anyway, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching, and we can't wait to see you all again. Spend some time with y'all, and keep safe. Keep wearing those masks because it's still important. And if you're having vaccinations in your area, please try to get those taken care of. You know, those two things right there are going to save lives, whether you know it or not. So please, please, please. Other than that, guys, I guess that's it. So it's goodbye. Goodbye until next time.
Guys. We'll see y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.